Sorry about that, guys. We had a internet issue. We have mitigated that issue, and hopefully we'll have no further issues in the future because I'm a technology guy and I saved the day with the help of my cohort here to my left that you guys cannot see, or you can't see me either. So to give you a quick summary of what happened, long story short, Regulator was driving down the field before the end of the half and turned the ball over on the second to last play before the half, did not punch it in. Nelson got the second half kickoff but could not do anything with it, and now Regulator has the ball driving down the field down 7-0 with a minute 50 left in the third quarter. Regulator making a dangerous throw there. Lucky it did not get picked off. Nelson all over Regulator's play calling, and a big 3rd and 10 here in the third quarter. Sounds good. Great. And a big 4th and 10 here for Regulator, and going for the points with a minute line left in the third quarter. And gets his kick blocked by James Francis. And Nelson does a fantastic job recovering the block kick. And this game now is Nelson's game to lose, up by a score with the ball, less than a minute left in the third quarter. You have to think if he scores any points on this drive, it's going to be a very steep climb for Regulator to try to pull this one off. And Regulator leaving Eddie Brown wide open, and he won't be able to punch this in, but it's looking very bleak for Regulator in this opening featured matchup of Tundra Bowl 8 with Regulator, the number 1 overall seed in Tundra Bowl, versus his 2 seed in his group, Nelson. And just like that, Nelson scores a touchdown, providing himself seemingly all the cushion he needs for the first big upset of the day. All right, so Regulator has about a 4.5 minutes left here to score quickly and hope for the best. You got to think it's back in B time to get a quick score there. Then he could probably kick off and try to stop Nelson, which he has done multiple times in this game already. And as I surmise, it's the first back and B attempt. However, it's not enough time to make it to the end zone, but maybe he can get some distance and gets the JJ. And just like that, he's inside the 30. And wasting no time throwing into coverage, just needs a quick score here so he doesn't have to onside, in hopes that he could stop Nelson and get the ball back to try to get a JJ before the end of the game. And masterfully using his blockers on that run-to dive. Fantastic job. Fantastic job there by Regulator, scoring quickly just like he needed to. And let's see if he can get a stop on Nelson. And just like I thought, Regulator kicking off and hoping he can get a stop with Nelson. So basically, it's all up to Nelson to run out 2 minutes and 46 seconds of this game. The next featured game following this one will be defending champion Joey Gatz versus Tim Poppy. Second and 7, 2.5 minutes left for Nelson to run this clock out. Incredible coverage. and gets the JJ to McGee, throwing into coverage, and things are now looking very bleak for Nelson. However, Regulator does have Derek Thomas if he does attempt to kick a field goal, so a successful kick is not guaranteed. And gets a first down, and Nelson playing some of the best Tecmo of his life here against the #1 overall seed Regulator. Everyone's open, has Eddie Brown for the game-sealing touchdown, and there it is. Nelson has officially upset Regulator in the first featured game of Tundra Bowl 8. And I bet you nobody saw that one coming. Now all Regulator can do is hope to reduce the differential in points, because if you guys don't know, what they do is from group play, you get seeded into a 32-team bracket. Obviously, group winners automatically make it. The rest are based on seeding, and the tiebreaker is point differential. You can have a max of 28-point differential per game. So it behooves Regulator to try to reduce the differential, and if somehow if Nelson gets the ball back before the end of the game, it behooves him to try to pile on. Last chance for Regulator to reduce it, and doesn't get it, and just like that, Nelson with the big upset, 21-7 over Regulator, the #1 overall seed at Tundra Bowl 8. Congratulations, Nelson, and good luck to both of you the rest of group play. On the way, we have Joey Gatz, defending champion, versus Tim Poppy. All right, the Hoff is back here. We have Joey Gatz, defending champion, versus Tim Poppy. Joey Gatz has won the toss. He called Vikings Bengals, and Tim Poppy has chosen the Bengals, meaning Joey Gatz will beat Minnesota. I am a firm believer that Minnesota is one of the best teams to play in a matchup tournament, simply because I think they can beat almost anybody. They're very like a Swiss Army knife, and as long as you're comfortable grinding and Whiskey Wade doesn't really screw you, they can beat anybody on the ROM with their defense and their back and B ability. Poppy spending some time here trying to get the exact right playbook. I'm not sure who out-taps who. Joey Gatz has been off the Tecmo scene for a while now, so we're not necessarily sure what we're going to see from him. We did hear through the grapevine, though, that Joey Gatz was playing repeated practice games versus his homeboy from Mexico City, Johnny MX. As these teams are setting up, if anybody is watching right now and is not currently part of our online Tecmo community, post a comment in Twitch or on Facebook, and we will get you a link so you can join all of us. We have over 1,000 guys on our Discord server, a whole bunch of guys who just love connecting and playing Tecmo versus each other on their computers. There's help there and whatnot to help you get started. Plus, the community is very good about helping each other get people who are new started so we can all have some fun and play a game that we've loved for 30 years. I can confirm that Gatz is not Johnny MX simply because I don't see Gatz typing and Johnny MX is commenting. Myth debunked. Poppy has won the toss and elected to kick off like everyone does. And let's see what Joey Gatz can do with the Vikings. As you guys can see, if you can't, Joey Gatz doing his patented sitting on the chair except with his feet under him move. They're just working on turning the volume up on the TV because Joey Gatz prefers having sound. And Joey does a great job there of baiting Poppy to back off his running back 2 that was 5 yards out and easily gets 9 yards on that play. And Poppy gets in Gatz's head, so now a big 3rd and 5 here on this opening drive. Thanks, bouncer. The shield is working, being my bouncer here at the announcing table. And Poppy not getting any coverage here in his secondary. 3 guys wide open. And Joey has moved soundly down the field. And it's looking like he can punch this in while he's already in the red zone. And great job by Gatz there, just taking what the defense would give him. And scrambles for a first down. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. And great job there by Gatz keeping the arrow on running back 1 as he scrambled to a touchdown on the other side of the field. Very, very sound first drive there by Joey Gatz. It looks like he has not lost a single step. In the background there, you have Nostradamus dressed up as a lord, it looks like. Lord Damus, maybe? Let's see what Tim Poppy can do. And just like that, Gatz in his head. And Poppy throwing in some ISO runs there with those motion plays, assuming he out-taps Gatz. And Poppy scrambling to make it a manageable 3rd and 9. Huge 3rd down play here. And just like that, Poppy breaks through here and is just rushing down the field and gets about a 40-yard run. For those of you who see Nostradamus, you should see what he looked like with Sammy Smith last night. They were the Bolsheviks wearing wrestling Speedos and championship belts. They even brought their own manager. And Boomer overthrows Brown. However, Gatz was back there with Merriweather in coverage. Good defense there by Gatz, and it's 2nd and 10. All right, so first down there by Poppy, and a very strong answer drive here by him. Good play call by Gatz. Oh, and the fumble, and didn't get out of bounds, and Merriweather is off to the races. Just popcorning everyone who touches him, and this should be an easy touchdown for Gatz. Terrible break for Poppy. He looks sick. And Poppy has to score a touchdown here, or at least a field goal, but probably a touchdown before the end of the half. However, if he scores a touchdown or a field goal, he can take solace in the fact that he gets the second half kickoff. Two minutes left here for Poppy to make something happen before the end of this half. And pretty good coverage here for Gatz. All the deep guys are covered. And look at that. Poppy doinks it off of James Brooks. Just terrible. And throwing into coverage again by Poppy in a big 3rd and 10 here. Poppy needs to convert this and cannot give Gatz a chance to score more points before the end of the half. And Poppy out-taps Gatz and off to the races. This looks like it could be a score here. Just exactly what the doctor ordered, and doesn't get in. Gets caught from behind. Poppy has to score a touchdown here, now being inside the 10-yard line before the end of the half. And Poppy gets stopped at the 1-yard line by Gatz. Wow, what a play. What a play. Huge stop for Gatz there against Poppy. All right, so Poppy desperately needs a touchdown on this drive. A field goal will not do it. You got to think it's 4-down territory no matter what happens at this point. And Gatz must have known what he was talking about calling this matchup. He must have been comfortable with either team. Poppy dangerously staying in bounds there instead of easily going out of bounds. And Poppy going back and beat McGee. Boomer not the best at doing that. And throws into coverage, and it is a CC interception by Drone Browner. And Gatz with a chance to really put this game away. Poppy will need some stroke of luck, miracle luck, fumble, interception, something like that. Probably a fumble return for a touchdown is most likely is the luck he would need to come back from this. If Gatz scores another touchdown, it's all but over. It's just more of a matter of what kind of point differential Gatz can put up to help his bracket seeding. Ooh, and gets him in. It gets Fulcher in an auto dive there, and Walker's off to the races. An aerial trick, and gets the diver in the end zone. Man, Gatz is pouring it on here against Poppy. Gatz looked over to me and said, "Player one love." So at this point, my guess is Poppy's going to put in some Wilhelm action and just hope to reduce this point differential to help his seeding in the bracket, in hopes he makes the bracket. And what do I know? There you have Poppy just still running the ball. Just another reminder as we're watching this game, if you're watching this game and are not part of our online Tecmo community on our Discord server, post a comment in Twitch or Facebook, and I will post the link for you and allow you to join our over 1,000 guys who love playing this 30-year-old video game together online. Lots of help there from the community and help docs to get you started, and there's plenty of leagues to get into, especially there's a rookie league if you are not comfortable playing online to kind of get your feet wet as well. Down to the fourth quarter here, and we're still have Poppy grinding a little bit. Still needs to reduce his point differential, even if he's going to lose this game. Throwing into coverage on Browner, and does not go well. Gatz now with a chance to put up the max 28-point differential in the game. If you weren't watching earlier, in group play, the max differential that counts towards seeding is 28 points. Once you have a 28-point differential, no matter how many points differential you have afterwards, it does not count towards bracket seeding. And Gatz just having his way with Tim Poppy. Poppy desperately needs a touchdown here to reduce this differential. It is definitely time to put in Wilhelm if he hasn't already, and he is not listening to me. And he's still running the ball. He gets into close enough to the JJ zone. You got to think he's going to back and beat at this point, but still running the ball. Maybe he's trying to just score the last touchdown to reduce the differential to 21 and not give Gatz a chance to back and beat before the end of the game to increase it back to the max if he does indeed score. Oh, and Gatz avoids the chop blocker. Nice job there by Gatz. Coming up next on the featured stream after this game, we have Manyo versus DPS, who is the hottest player in online Tecmo currently, coming off fresh off his Thunderdome championship. 3rd and 14 here, 4-down territory. You think for Poppy, and gets it off. Looks like he's going to get the first down and will get his chance at trying to reduce this point differential. And blocked at the line there on the pick play, and 51 seconds for Poppy to do something here. And gets it at the back of the end zone with Browner. It looked like diving at him, Eddie Brown. Nice drive there by Poppy to try to reduce the differential, as I spoke of. But still chance for one play here for Gatz to try to back and beat it and get a touchdown, assuming he takes that tack to try to better his seeding in the bracket. And Gatz showing being a good sport, not caring about his seeding, and punting the ball off back to Poppy. And what a show of sportsmanship there by Gatz, prioritizing sportsmanship over seeding. Congratulations, Gatz, on your return to Tecmo. Better luck next game, Poppy. Just a quick reminder, we have Manual versus DPS next on the featured stream.
Hey everyone, this is Trojan calling the game here between DPS and Manual. Manual called this matchup. Looks like we've got Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Bucs are a team that DPS just lives and dies with. So I got to like his chances here, but Manual coming out of the Pacific Northwest is going to do some work. Those of you that are out in chat land, thank you for watching. All right. Thank you. Getting much love here from the crowd. This is an absolute amazing scene here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And here is the kickoff. Brad Baxter on the return for Manual. Out of the end zone. Directional kick. 5, 10, and taken down to the 10-yard line. First down. Here we have an offset playbook without the offset run 1, but we do have the play action to go with run 4. O'Brien behind center. And either run 1 or run 2 to Blair Thomas. Tap off. Looks like Manual. Well, there was a drone help. We don't know who has taps just yet. Second down and 7. Haddix on defense. So this playbook is designed to attack Wayne Haddix. And the first down for Manual to the 21-yard line. Back-to-back runs. O'Brien. Another handoff to Blair Thomas. And Haddix is being stalked by a blocker. Now we have a tap-off. Looks like DPS, at least right now, seems to have the tap advantage. Second down and 2. And again, another run towards Haddix. Little better drone support this time, but Haddix gets gobbled up by a blocker, and Thomas bounces to the outside near the 34-yard line and gets the first down. We'll say the 33. And run 4 is the call. The drone support is there. And he loses 3, second and 13. And we got a pick play this time. Again, this entire playbook going directly at Haddix. Third down and 17 for Manual. And he goes for the run 3 on 3rd and long. And looks like gobbled up. 4th down and 13. And look, they have a punt incoming here. DPS will get, he'll be up in possession now. And almost gets the punt blocked. Pro Cop gets destroyed. And now it's time for Reggie Cobb, RIP from the 20, to return this kick. Loses a yard to the 19, taken down in bounds. First down and 10 for DPS. Change of possession usually means a beverage consumption. And we'll be back to playing in a moment here. Manual looking over his options. And here we go. Motion formation. Eric McMillan on defense, a give to Jerry Curl Anderson to the 21-yard line, gain of 2. Second down and 8. Pass 4 is incoming. Red Gun Z slant. And Vinny Testaverde bides his time, throws it up to Cobb, who is bracketed in the coverage and incomplete. Third down and 8. Looked like he may have had a few yards to gain there on the ground, but decided to throw it up. And single back, top hash mark. And run 3, blockers in front of Anderson. And nice navigating here by DPS to get through to the 41-yard line and a first down. This time from the shotgun of the bottom hash. Kyle Clifton on defense for Manual. DPS changing it up to Carrier. Has the JG. The auto diver by Clifton. Carrier to the house, and that's a touchdown for DPS. And it's just unfortunate when you're on defense and the computer decides that you're going to die whether or not you want to or not. And DPS has the first points of the game. Extra point is up. You're not going to get any pressure typically on an extra point from the Jets. It's 7-0. And it'll be Manual's turn to answer here as the time ticks away in the first quarter. Brad Baxter out of the end zone. Had a little bit of company from the Tampa Bay defense there. Gets out and can't make the 10-yard line to the 7. Welcome to the second quarter. It's 7-0 in favor of DPS. Manual with the second possession here from his own 7-yard line. Redbacks are in good condition. That'll certainly help things for Manuel. Baxter also in good, will help a little bit on the outside. You don't have a lot of star power offensively for the Jets, and really their identity with this matchup is on the defensive side. So you don't want to get down too far to the Buccaneers. And Manuel is probably going to have to depend on chipping away and running at Haddix and playing the percentages game. First down and 10 here for Manuel. Pass 4 is the call. Multiple guys open, goes underneath, and look how you wanted Blair Thomas. It was knocked down. The cardboard cutouts for Tampa Bay, the linebacking core made a play there. Pro set formation. And Manuel to Johnny Hector, who drops it. It was wide open. It was a good pick on his part. Third down and 10. And we have another pick play. And going to the same target here, Blair Thomas. And taken down, 4th down and 7, and a punt is incoming. I have a dog. And here's the punt. From Prokop to Cobb, near the same spot he had it before. Gets past the 20 this time and out of bounds wisely to the 23. First down for DPS. Under 4 minutes here in the second quarter. DPS kicked off to start the game. Seven 0 from the 23-yard line, excuse me. McMillan on defense for Emmanuel. Run 3 is the call. And with a blocker out in front now, Anderson buying time, and now it's going to be isolation. Danger of getting taken down in bounds. Nice move by DPS to avoid getting taken down in bounds. You lose that fumble opportunity. Pass 1 is now the call. I'd like to thank Jim Sox for the beverage distribution. And Vinny Testaverde with the run out of bounds. 4 yards on first down, 2nd down and 6. From the single back. Kyle Clifton on defense. Pass 2 is the call. Up to Mark Carrier. And out of bounds at the 24-yard line, first down for DPS. Lots of targets open there. Probably got caught him in a run. And pass 1 is the call out of the single back. Testaverde developing and just going for it with this 31 maximum speed out to about the 15-yard line. And the first mistake so far for DPS, the player 2 kicks in. The overthrow leads to an interception, and now Manuel into deep in his own end is going to take over first down and 10 from his own 2. And running right at Haddix. The blocker is stalking Haddix, and the drones finally come loose, only 3 yards there. But some breathing room for Manuel here as we're under 2 minutes in the first half. Another run towards Haddix. Blockers are there. Now they break down. Just short of the marker, 3rd down and 2 for Manuel. O'Brien buying time, eludes a defender, gets out of bounds at the 16 and a first down. Nice scramble and conversion for Manuel. Checking and adjusting lineups here as we get near the half. You always have the possibility of a long ball situation. We'll see when that comes into play. And going for another run, more breathing room. Manuel needing to get closer if he wants maybe a field goal. Maybe he'll take a shot against the secondary. We'll see. Run is to Hector. Past the marker, taken down in bounds. Under a minute remaining here, short of the 30. I-form play, and this is the play action pass 1. And Arrow tricks it down with the pass is dropped. Another drop at the bottom of the field. Manuel making good plays. It's just the players aren't doing what you're intending them to do. And we have a redirect pass, incomplete, 3rd down and 10. And I think you're going to see here probably a long ball situation to try to get the ball in the end zone. I don't know that you have enough time to get close enough for a field goal, although the Jets have a tremendous kicker. And Pat Lee. And now this is going to be a one route thing here, right to the top, probably to Altoon. Yep, here comes the pass to Altoon to end the half. And it's over his head and not intercepted, but that'll take us to halftime. Thank you for watching. We're at Tundra Bowl 8 here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. DPS and Manual in the Group 4 featured stream. This is Trojan. This is an amazing scene here. I didn't see what the final count was, but they said 15 states, probably over 70 humans here. It's a great day to be playing Tecmo in Green Bay, Wisconsin. All right, so to the 14, Cobb goes out of bounds. DPS has the opening possession. Any points here would be extremely valuable on his part. He's been playing tremendous defense. Been able to live and die on the not calling a run because he's had tremendous coverage every time the ball has been passed. And the plays are locked in. Here we go. 1st and 10, single back, top hash mark. Eric McMillan on defense for Manuel. Getting harassed, stalked. Testaverde underneath to Cobb, RIP. Out of bounds to the 38-yard line to the bottom, hash mark next play. 4:06 remaining here in the third, and a first down. Anderson with the run-one pitch isolation gets out of bounds. There was drone help there, and now it's 2nd down and 5. Motion formation, and gets the first tap, but the drone is there. And it's 3rd down and 4. And run 3. Anderson. McMillan dancing around. Finally, the help comes and out of bounds. DPS moving methodically, but not in large chunks. Manuel doing his best to minimize the damage. He's in a bad call situation. McMillan across the formation. This time the play is picked run 3. Anderson breaks a tackle, gets out of bounds, loses 5. Not putting the ball on the ground. Single back formation now 4. Back-to-back call places is pass 2, but he got underneath McMillan there, did Carrier, just a little bit slower, unable to knock it out of the sky, and DPS converts 1st down. Now top hash mark, same play, pass 2. This time it's not picked by Manuel. Up to Carrier, back-to-back receptions, out of bounds near the 15-yard line, 1st down DPS. McMillan across the formation, run 3. Anderson taken down, 2nd down and 4. Manuel liking to play standing up, DPS sitting down. Everyone has their own way. And now we've got the motion play and the blocking. Testaverde throws a block in. Anderson in the end zone for a touchdown, and that's going to extend the lead here, 13-0. Christie's extra point is good, 14-0 rather. And Manuel will look to respond here. Took a lot of time off. We're going to have under 2 minutes when Manuel gets the ball. Ball returned to the 8-yard line. Checking conditions. And Toon is getting moved around here. It is checking conditions right now. Yeah, curious, did Toon stay off the grid there? Hector now, the run, right at Haddix. Gets a tap. Haddix is on his back. Nice run here. Johnny Hector, 30, 35, 40. 45 out of bounds at the 49-yard line of the Jets. It's 1st down. That's the biggest play of the game for Manuel today. On the pro set. And throws it underneath to Mark Boyer, who is open in the middle of the field, taken down to 39, and another 1st down for Manuel, now getting some rhythm. Haddix underneath. Gets the JJ interception and puts the ball on the ground, picked up by the Jets. Johnny Hector all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Manuel. Thank you, Tecmo. Yes, whenever you can get out of bounds, whether you get an interception or an offensive play, always a good idea. Now this game is in doubt. DPS only up by 1 touchdown, although he does have a possession here. He'll open up the fourth quarter up a touchdown. And the way that transpired is that the entire kickoff only used up a portion of the time. So time is on the side here of Manuel if he can get a stop here and come back the other way and try to tie this thing up and force overtime. And if you're DPS, you just have to shake this off and continue. Bruce Hill in excellent, so I'm sure he'll make the lineup. Oh. Willie Drewley in good condition. Anderson with the motion play to the 14 and taken down. Nate and his team running around doing a tremendous job here today. And try to go stationary. Great job by DPS to avoid the rush. Unfortunately, the pass went out of bounds anyway. He did have carrier open, but the redirect took him out of bounds. 3rd down and 9. DPS getting some good production out of this run 3 today. And the dive does not come out, so Anderson out to the 40 and out of bounds on a 1st down. Again, from the bottom hash mark, another run 3. Back-to-back for DPS, and just great blocking. Gets taken down in bounds, probably a little dangerous risk there with all those green jerseys in pursuit, but he does get the 1st down. Time becoming an issue, 3:35. You're now in Steve Christie field goal range, and then some, with really no one to rush the kick. So you can find a way to put 3 on the board. That could be all she wrote with this one. 2nd down and 12. And gets carrier in between a host of green hands and just does not matter. He gets the conversion, 1st down. DPS is rolling, 3:03 remaining. Single back. Bird on defense this time. Anderson to the top. And elects not to grapple. Goes out of bounds, 2nd and 5. Plays locked in. Manuel DPS. Time becoming an issue. 1-score game. DPS with the possession. Manuel needs to find a way to get this ball back in a hurry. And the pass underneath the Anderson, and he scores. And that may be all she wrote. DPS showing why he comes in as the number 1 seed. Just imposing his will here in this game. (21-7) your score. What Manuel's going to need here is a quick score touchdown. He's going to need an onside kick, and then he's going to need another 7. And here is Hector right up the middle. Don't know if he's going to concede this one or if he's going to try to win it and just avoid point differential. We'll see. Going to Moore. And there was a gap there, but all of a sudden it closed up. The Tampa Bay DB2 got there in a hurry. 3rd down and 7. We hope you're enjoying this broadcast. Manuel. It's back in B time. Lets it go to Rob Moore. He's going to drop somewhere near the 20. And he does get the JJ. This is what he needs. Gets out of bounds. Needs points in a hurry to the 15. Great job finding him in between at least 2 Buccaneers defenders there. Haddix had overrun the play. We got pass 1 here again. No, this is actually run 4, excuse me. 51 seconds ticking away here, 2nd and 8. Run 4. A little stutter step and just not enough. Time becoming a major issue. Needs points and gets it. Thomas in the end zone. So this game is not over. Manuel needs the onside kick and will have probably one chuck to the end zone if he gets it. (21-14) is your score. The lead kick is good. Bouncing around and picked up by Carey. He's just going to run the other way. And probably a punt here from Royals. And Royals' punt is going to go, and that should be all she wrote. I think this is going to be, well, Manuel has taken his hand off the control. Yep, it's a touchback. And that is your game. DPS triumph at 21-14 over Manuel, who did everything he could to make it an interesting game, had some things go against him. Didn't play a bad game at all. DPS maybe had one mistake the entire game and really showed why he's the number 1 seed coming into this group. I have the unfortunate task of playing him later today. So if you're out in chat, say hello. This is Watering. We're at the Watering Hole in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This is Tundra Bowl 8. I'm Trojan, and I don't know if we're going to get another game coming up shortly for you. As soon as I know who this is, we have Falcons and Cardinals. Sanders across the formation, run 3, Johnny Johnson. Ludio and Rico. So it looks like Ludio is the Falcons and Rico is the Cardinals. So we got some dirty bird action here. Roy Green with the completion. Rico moving methodically up 7-0 here in the second. 43 seconds remaining. I don't know who had the ball first. So Rico is the Cardinals. I get it. Well, it doesn't until some. Great thing they have the composite switcher here so they can go around and get at the other games that are on this row. It's great. Dive play. Sanders is gobbled up. Time ticking away. Time for maybe one more play. It's got to be a sure thing. Probably the same thing. Yep, right to it. No fumble. And now Ludio. Okay, so Ludio's going to try to get some pressure on this kick. Del Greco, not a great kicker, but that was a great job by Rico. The pressure's there, but no block. And it's 10-0 as we enter the half. Rico over Ludio 1. Welcome to halftime. Again, this is bonus footage. After the DPS manual stream, we got Ludio 1 and Rico. I'm Trojan 1979 here on the Tundra Bowl 8 broadcast. I don't even know the name of the gentleman next to me, but he's sure is helpful. Michael. His name is Michael. He's tremendous. Welcome to the second half. It looks like Big Red and Shield will be next, but Big Red is still finishing up another game, so we'll have that for you after this, or as soon as that becomes available. Ricky Prolin, excellent. And those are not his stats in the original cart. For those of you that play online, we do have that stat correction. So those are not the actual stats of Ricky Prolin, but the condition is correct. Storm Shadow saying, I sound good. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for that compliment. It's the function of everything they have going on here, the hard work. So normally Prol has 19 maximum speed, so he would be at 25-31, correct? I believe he would be 75. I think he'd have 88 because I think he has 75 receptions normally. Could be wrong on that. Second down and 10. Go to TecmoGeek.com to confirm that. Pro set formation. Johnny Johnson getting some help. Here he goes. Bonus stats engage, hidden stats, whatever you want to call them. And out of bounds. So nice job. Rico being patient and getting the block. Rico is not known as a tapper. In fact, one of the slowest tappers in the history of Tecmo. And it doesn't matter if you know how to work the system. And the pass is called on pass 4. Can't get Prohl. Throws it out of bounds. Does Rosenbach. Yes, Camp with the correction on the hidden stats. Mo DZ in chat. Camp. Sticking with Sanders, the likely choice if you're Ludio one here. And going to Walter Reeves, and he's wide open, all 19 maximum speed of him to the 15-yard line at a first down for Rico. And the big red shield moment may be coming up here shortly. Maybe we see the end of this possession before they swap it over. Johnny Johnson with the run does not get the bump off. Ludio gets the isolation grapple, wins the taps. Second down and 10. Yes, so Rico is Phoenix and Ludio 1 is the Falcons. This is just bonus coverage. And the pass up to Johnson, a little premature, can't get to it. Poor pass, 3rd and 10 for Rico. And trying to find Roy Green on the burner and just no go. He was wide open, but Rosenbach overthrew him. Time for field goal. And the kick is good. So Ludio not out of this one. If he gave a touchdown, that may have been all she wrote. Tracy Johnson out of the end zone on the kick to the 9. And, I mean, you've got the back and B tools with this team. I mean, you've got the lofty throws from either Miller or Millen, depending on who you decide to roll with. And you've got a 50 MS guy in Collins, and you got Bad Moon Rising on the other side. So no reason why you can't get some breathing room with Rozier. Chuck this thing up. Say a little prayer. Lonnie Young on defense for Rico. He's got the isolation up top if he wants. So Ludio going to, let's see, he's got, so Rising at wide receiver 2, understandable. He's going to fall down in the field of play. And right through his hands, my goodness. Second down and 10. That's probably a touchdown because he has a tap advantage if he gets that grab. 106 here in the 3rd. Pass 4 is the call. Crossfield to Rising, the redirect. I don't know that I like that particular choice, but 3rd down and 10. Darth Rockman saying that Hoff sounds different. Darth Rockman says that Hoff sounds different. I'm sure you guys will get Hoff as soon as it makes sense. I don't know if he personally wants to call the Shield Big Red game, but if not, I'll certainly call it. He does. So I don't know if Hoff and I will tandem it or if he'll go solo, whatever he wants to do. We'll switch over as soon as they rock and roll and ready to go with their matchup selection. Rosenbach running it and out of bounds. 1st and goal. Are you calling it solo?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Swap over now to the Shield and Big Red, and the real Hoff is going to come on the mic. So it's been a pleasure. Maybe we'll get back on later, but this grudge match, Hoff wants this one. So thanks, guys.
All right, the Hoff is back. We have the grudge match of the year between the Shield and Big Red. So we're going to keep watching this game with Rico and Ludio, but we have the Shield has won the toss. He has called Washington Redskins, Tampa Bay Bucks, and Big Red has chosen the Tampa Bay Bucks. So we're going to have Big Red as the Bucks as player 2 and the Shield as the Redskins as player 1. And I've been trying to convince these guys where the loser has to quit the tournament because of how big this grudge match is. But these guys are being babies and refusing to say loser goes home. So they're not putting their money where their mouth is. According to the Shield, he wants to go loser goes home, but Big Red is a scared chicken. All right, so they're almost done setting up. Once they set up and they are starting here, we will be switching over to that game. But until then, we're going to continue watching Rico versus Ludio. Also, if you are currently watching and you are not part of our online community and would like to be, please post a comment in Twitch or on Facebook, and I will give you the link and let you join over 1,000 guys who love playing this 30-year-old game with us. We have a whole bunch of online leagues and lots of people who help and so on and so forth. But here we go. We have the Shield versus Big Red, the grudge match of the year. And Big Red has won the toss and is elected to kick off. Big Red coming off a big win in group versus Tundra Yeti. So he has a little bit of a cushion here if he loses this game. But honestly, everyone who knows the Shield and Big Red knows that if whoever loses this game, they're never going to hear the end of it. And a good run there by the Shield. The Shield has the taps in this one. And let's see how that plays. And Shield doing exactly what I would do and not playing Ripon, putting Humphreys in. I know the 44-38 matters, and especially matters with the Tampa Bay secondary because it means all the 56 INT guys will JJ pick Humphreys 50% of the time as drones. But I think he likes the 13 MS and is going to grind. Shield is a grinder and prefers to scramble with the QB and thinks that the MS matters. And good job there by Shield getting away there, and it's off to the races with Biner. Big Red playing terrible defense. And as you can see with Shield's playbook, he's running at Haddix twice. Haddix is the only manable guy that's even worth a damn on the Buccaneers. And so once you run at him, it's kind of, he gets blocked and it's a lot harder. So very easy drive there for the Shield in the first drive of the game. All right, so let's see how Big Red can answer. And you got to think that if he does not score some points here, it's going to be a very long game for him. Little surprise, Big Red. Ooh, the crossfield throw to Hall and covered, but it was on target. A little surprised here that Big Red took the Bucks. I think he wanted to keep Testaverde out of Shield's hands. However, defensively, while Haddix is one of the best defenders in the game, you have to think that having the versatility of Green or Mayhew on the Redskins might have benefited him. And Shield calling run there seemingly, and Big Red not launching the ball, deciding just to be comfortable taking the 6 yards. And a big 3rd and 4 here. And picked play there by Shield, 4th and 6. And Big Red, no hesitation, going for it. Shield is shocked, thought he was going to get a punt there. And this could be a huge turning point early in the game. Everyone open. Shield must have picked a run and throws it and gets it over. And Vinny sells the ball. Vinny sells the ball, except, so they're referencing when Big Red beat me last year in the round of 32. Big Red called Buffalo Giants against me, which that just shows he knows I'm better than him. And anyway, Phil Sims overthrew Mark Bavaro, who was wide open by 40 yards, and it lost me the game. Short field here for Shield. Should be another touchdown unless Big Red can pull a rabbit out of his hat, which good diving stop there. And easy touchdown for the Shield, and it is not looking good for Big Red. The only saving grace here is that Big Red did kick off, and so he could have a potential of a double dip maybe. Big Red is not really known as a grinder on offense, but he will literally need to probably eat the rest of this half to ensure that Shield doesn't back and beat it with a touchdown before the end. Big Red desperately needs the double dip here. All right, let's see what he can do here. Yep. All right, so Big Red moving down the field here, about just under 4 minutes left here for him to wind down the clock and try to score here. And Shield really gambling there on that halfback dive, but it does not hurt him as Big Red gets caught by drones. Ooh, and bad route there by Big Red, and a 3rd and 1 here. Big 3rd and 1. And going back to the well in the halfback dive and runs into trouble in the middle of the line, but bounces it outside and gets his first down. Shield needs to, or Big Red needs to burn just under 3 minutes left by the end of this half without giving Shield the ball back. Kind of easy to do when you've got 31 MS running QB. Man, I can't talk today. Ooh, pick play there, and just like that, it is now 3rd and 9, and Big Red could be in trouble. I tend to think Big Red is not going to take the points if he doesn't get this first down, and will be going for it. And does not get the blocking help. The drone's just all standing there, and a huge 4th and 3 here. No hesitation by Big Red. Let's see what happens. Does not pick the play. Everyone's open. Shield had picked a run play. And just like easy peasy there. I'm a little surprised Shield went back there. I think Vinny, I would have gambled, let Vinny sell it out of the end zone and gone after Big Red and see if he cycled incorrectly. That's what I would have done. However, minute 50 left here, 2nd and 16 after that pick play. And Big Red with running out of time here a little bit. He kind of has to start moving down the field. Oh, and runs past the line without noticing, and that's huge. Now it's 3rd and 14 and another big 3rd down here. Trying to make it a 4th and manageable. And once again, I was just going to say, doesn't get the drone blocking help, but finally got it on that play, but left a ton of time on the clock. Ton of time. Shield will probably have maybe 2 throws, if not definitely 1 throw here to try to get a long JJ before the end of the half. So let's see if Shield tries to get in better JJ position or if he just goes for a long one here. Doing the tried and true, getting in the JJ position move, and does not get blocking help, but tosses Big Red, gets out of bounds in the JJ zone. Here we go. This could make or break Big Red's game here. All right, so here it is. Nobody behind him. And Stan to Ricky Sanders threw it. Missed throw. And nothing doing there. Big break there for Big Red. And Big Red now getting the ball to start the second half with a chance to tie the game. Big Red doing what he needed to do in that second quarter. And now he has the chance. After this game. Play loop. All right, so 2nd and 9 here in this grudge match between Shield and Big Red. Tried to get them to go loser goes home. They wouldn't because Big Red's a baby. Oh, and Big Red had the tight end there wide open, but chose not to go there. Did get the first down, but rolled the dice there and stayed in bounds, which we all know fumbles happen all the time. And Big Red just using Vinny's 31 MS legs and making it a 3rd and manageable here. Once again, tend to think unless he loses a ton of yardage here, he'll be going for it on 4th down if he does not get it. Has a wide open guy, though. Oh, baits him the throwing, leaves him open, and Reggie Cobb doesn't airmail that one, and Shield took a gamble thinking Vinny's 31 PS was going to make a difference and maybe misthrow that again, but not that time. And Big Red having just the drive he needed here to start the 3rd quarter. There we go! And look at that. Big Red answers the official double dip. And just like that, we have a ball game. Shield has to be shocked that Big Red is playing him so tough after all the smack that Shield talked. Can you guys see it? Does Shield look worried? I don't think he looks worried. He's more frustrated than anything else. All right. So Shield definitely needs to burn a lot of clock here. In a perfect world, he could burn this whole game down. I don't see that necessarily happening. I don't think. I think there'll be too many big play opportunities for Shield to burn the whole game down. So I do think Big Red at the end of the game will have a chance to potentially tie it if Shield does indeed score a touchdown. And Shield deliberately calling plays here, really taking his time. Ooh, nice move there by Shield. And it just seems like Big Red has not figured out how to properly stop Shield with Haddix. And that's the end of the third quarter. Shield is easily driving down the field at this point. And all that remains is if Shield scores, will Big Red be able to answer? Shield is running the ball down Big Red's throat. If you're looking at the stream, the guy in the hat nodding is Tundra with the mask on. The guy next to him is Segathon, if you can see Segathon, and the guy sitting in between them is Casual T. And Shield just continuing his running attack on Big Red, with Big Red having no answer to stop him. Oh, and gets it. So now we got 3rd and 5. This is a big play here, and will be a huge decision if Shield doesn't get this. And he picks his play twice in a row. 4th and 6. What is Shield going to do? Smartly takes the points, but this leaves the door open for Big Red to potentially win this game on the final drive. Wow. 2 pick plays is just what the doctor ordered for Big Red to get the biggest stop of the game. All right, 3 minutes left. Steve Christie, one of the better kickers in the game. So throws in the coverage there very dangerously. Did not look good. You have to think if that was towards the bottom of the screen at Mayhew, that would have been an interception. Pick play. Oh, gets away from it. Gets away from it. Oh, but that's it. And already a huge 3rd and 9 here, and Big Red running out of time. And guys wide open, so Big Red is, throws it off, leaves him open. And it gets to JJ to Cobb. Shield gambles again and again, gets burned. Wow. Oh, and Big Red had a huge opportunity there with Shield on his back, but could not punch it in. Minute 40 here for Big Red to take the lead and potentially win this game. Oh, and gets knocked out again. And there goes Gary Anderson off to the races. Big Red about to skipper. Oh, and stays in bounds, risking the fumble. If he had fumbled there, he would have been sick. Big Red about to make Shield eat all of his words here. And gets tackled again. Time ticking down here. We have almost most of the room now watching this grudge match live. Picks his play and does not get out of bounds, but a big 3rd and 7 here. Big Red running out of real estate here. Because if he doesn't punch this in, you got to think he will be going for the field goal.
it's intercepted. Big Red tries to throw a burner in the back of the end zone. Shield defends it perfectly, and Big Red turns the ball over. Big Red had Shield on the ropes, makes the mistake, throws into coverage one too many times, and Shield has barely squeaked by Big Red. You've got Shield bowing, but I got to tell you what, with all the smack Shield talked here, you had to think he was going to win that game by a lot more than that. Great grudge match between Big Red and Shield. The Shield has bragging rights for at least a year, although Big Red, don't hang your head, my man. You played him super tough. Shield should have lost that game. All right, our next matchup we have on the big screen is Primetime versus Riddler. They are the next featured matchup. Who's over there? I don't know who the other guy is. So before we have Primetime versus Riddler, we have Ninja versus Youngtel on our second featured TV here. We're getting into it in the middle of the game. We have Youngtel as the Redskins versus Ninja as the Vikings.
Hey everyone, it's Trojan. Looks like Nate just scored. I don't know who his opponent is. It's a face that I just don't know who it is. But looking like 14-7 here to end the half. That'll definitely play into Nate's hand for sure. But we are going to be moving off this game in a little bit. We do have another stream. I think we have a game involving possibly Joey Gatz. I don't know who. Maybe it's could be Primetime and Riddler are getting involved here. So I think Gatz maybe just be observing. Pro set formation on Dallas, and it looks like Haddix is being stalked there. First down and 10 for the Cowboys. So I think confirmed here we do have Primetime and Riddler coming up shortly. Aikman going on to Kelvin Martin, and he's covered, intercepted by Haddix. Sort of a forced throw there. First down and 10 for Nate. This is Tundra Bowl 8. I'm Trojan, and we're about to call a game between Primetime and Riddler. And throwing to Cobb, gets the covered catch. Cobb with giving the first down for Nate on a pro set formation now. Manny Hendricks, this is pass 3. And throws it in the stands, does Testaverde. So Primetime is going to be player 1, Riddler will be player 2. Primetime made it to the finals last year. Pro set play to Gary Anderson, only 2 yards on that one. Pass 4 incoming for Nate. Good coverage so far. The receiver underneath is open. So Carrier gobbled up immediately, but just enough for a first down for Nate. First down and 10. This is a pass 2 and nicely defended. Single back, run 3. Good blocking, good running near the marker for Nate, and enough for a first down. So, good drive here for Nate. Despite some decent defensive individual play stops by the Cowboys, Nate's rolling here. And the blocker was gobbled up immediately on the lead block for that run, too, and Nate ends up losing 5 for the effort. Switching over pretty soon. Okay. And they're setting up right now, but we are going to see a Cincinnati versus Miami matchup. And we got Hill. He was covered catch touchdown for Nate to Bruce Hill, who is in because of conditions. And Vinny Testaverde with the touchdown pass. Extra point from Christie is good. It is 21-7. And I think this is a good time to probably switch over and see the lineups for the next matchup. All right, so Primetime into Riddler. Riddler, a greatly improved player, plays in HSTL D-League. I don't know if Primetime's still in, but I know he was last time I was in D-League. But Primetime's live play far exceeds his online play capability. If you're out in chat, say hello. It's a good time to check in here. Just starting to get eyes on chat as I'm coming in here for this Bengals and Lions match. Excuse me, Bengals and Dolphins matchup, rather. between Primetime and Riddler. Riddler will have to find out if Dan Marino is going to be true or not. He does have the offensive potency. I would imagine he would have the taps, but it depends if Primetime is going to be tapping or not. Sometimes he wants to, sometimes he doesn't. So I think the bets would, as player one, would favor Primetime in this, but I would never bet against Riddler with the Dolphins. From just a top to bottom, I do think the Dolphins are the better team. It depends on how it's called and how well Marino performs. And can you get stops against this running attack? The taps will matter. Here comes Page. Riddler has the ball first. To the 17 and a first down. Excuse me. Is the first possession for the Riddler. Very hopping crowd here today, still in the group play phase. This is pass 4 incoming here. Going with Fulcher. You're going to see a lot of Fulcher today. And baited him into throwing underneath. Fulcher so fast can cover so much field. But that one did drop incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 for Riddler. Back-to-back plays as pass 4 is called. And we're going to see a similar result here going to Jim Jensen, who does not get the reception. So player 2 mechanism kicking in already for Riddler. But he did have the 50-50 as far as who he wanted. And now going to pass 3. And really good coverage down the field here, so we just need to see what he goes for. Underneath, gets the auto diver huge. Troy Strafford's going to convert this, and out of bounds. So really nice job by Riddler forcing the auto diver, and he gets the first down and converts. Riddler is not on the player 1 side. He is on the player 2 side. What you're seeing is probably a camera flip. They're asking why Riddler's on the first player 1 side because he shows up over here even though he's over here. I think, yeah, they do that so that the matches up with who's on the right. So the camera's actually kind of doing like a FaceTime thing where it's flipping it. Yeah. That's whatever you guys want to do. So Marino and gets the cover catch against Fulcher. That's something. You know, Primetime doing a tremendous job baiting Riddler into that throw, but it still pays off in the Riddler's favor. So they're going to switch to normal view here if that makes you guys a little easier. So going to Tony Page. Covered catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Riddler. All things rolling Riddler right now in this first possession. Touchdown. Taps don't matter. Well, Camp, it's definitely up to you. Thank you for your thoughts on that. But now Riddler showing up where he's actually physically seating. Primetime's first possession here, Icky Woods getting his cold cuts on out to the 22 and taken down, say the 21-yard line, first down and 10 for Primetime. The Riddler has the Bo Jackson jersey on. I'm just messing with you, Camp. Just totally messing with you. All right, so here is pass 1 for Esiason to the 30-yard line, second down and 1. And Esiason, buying time, ran over the line, so he's going to have to take this on the ground to the 35, and a first down for Primetime. Jarvis Williams Going up to Tim McGee. Nice job, Jarvis Williams covering on the back end. It's 2nd down and 10. Pass 4 is the call. Some open guys underneath. James Brooks, stationary target. 1st down, prime time. I form, and it's pass 2 underneath the James Brooks and taken down behind the line. 2-yard loss. Pass 3 is the call. And going to Tim McGee is covered. I think he wanted the wide receiver 2 and just did not cycle down all the way. 3rd down and 12. And pass 2 again. We've seen this. And he had him beat. He didn't stay home on that one, and the pass went away, and he had him beat, and it's a 1st down for prime time. Good job recognizing that and letting it go. Same formation. I form. This time it's run 4. Nice dive play by James Brooks inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for prime time. Same formation. And this is a run 1. It's picked to the 9. A little breathing room here for pass plays. 2nd down and 10. And it'll be 2nd and goal from the 10 for prime time. Although the ball is closer to the 9-yard line here. And up to stationary Tim McGee. Pass 4, a great play in that position. And he converts for the touchdown. So primetime going to tie this one up here with an extra point from Jim Breach. So Jim Breach kickoff. Taken by Page. To the 5, to the 10. To the 14, taken down, and 2nd possession here for Riddler. Condition check time. Going through the ranks. Just been gifted a French fry. Thank you for that. Tundra Bowl 8 here. Future game is primetime in Riddler. We are in the 2nd quarter, 3:17 remaining in the quarter. 2nd position for Riddler, who definitely had some things go his way the first possession. We'll see if he can continue that Tecmo magic. And the play is locked in. Single back. And to Fulcher. And good coverage here. Marino is going to out-tap the drone, get some wheels going, gets taken down in the field of play, dangerous, but near the 22. And it'll be 2nd down and 2. Juice Luce asking if I had some ketchup. No. Went all in raw, man. This is pro set, run 2. The other marker is taken down. He does get the 1st down, though. Pass 4, he was calling this earlier in the game. So a couple targets open here. And underneath to Sammy Smith, got the auto diver by Fulcher. Nicely done by Riddler.
These guys play 2 games, right? I think they play each other twice, don't they?
I don't know. Pass 3 is the call. Cross the field to Duper. Double covered, incomplete, 2nd and 10. Single back, top hash mark. Carl Carter on defense. And he has a cover catch against Carl Carter, who has nothing to write home about. 3rd down and 6. Joe Riddler is primetime. I'm just kidding. See, they're each other. Primetime is the Bengals. Joe Riddler is the Dolphins. Riddler has the Bo Jackson jersey. During the start of this game, they did a flip of the camera view, so it's no longer flipped to mirror the side that they're on. At the request of chat. Pro form, this is pass 2. Underneath the Troy Stratford to the 28-yard line, taken down. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Bottom hash, pass 4. Better coverage on this play. 2 running backs open. Underneath the Sammy Smith, no auto diver this time. Tap off. And looks like they're inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the red zone for Joe Riddler with 12 seconds left. Maybe a chance for one quick play. Fumble! And he lost the ability to kick the field goal because the play took too long. Wow. What an end of the first half. That fumble was huge. Soinovich kicks off. So primetime now in the driver's seat with a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter, 7-7. Icky Woods. His cold cuts did help him get past the first defender, and it's 1st down and 10. It was tremendous. Absolutely a tremendous halftime show. Lewis Oliver on defense on a pass 2 call. Multiple receivers open. The auto diver now as Icky Woods gets the reception underneath, and he's on his way. Tries to get out of bounds to the 40, taken down exactly at the 40. It's 1st down and 10 for primetime. Pass 3 is the call. He's going to throw it up, knocked down by McGee, but he was covered anyway. So maybe not the worst thing to happen there for primetime. Back to the I form. Back-to-back formations. That was run 4. Goes right back to it. Jarvis Williams on his backside. Now we have a huge run by James Brooks. 35-30, 25-20, 15-10. Out of bounds at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for primetime. From the bottom hash mark, pass 1 is the call. Here comes Esiason. Esiason rushing to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 2. Same formation, single back. Offered all on defense. Pass 1's the call. He's on his back. Esiason's going to scramble into the end zone. Touchdown primetime. And he takes the lead for the first time in this game. $14-7 is your score. Joe Riddler has an opportunity to respond here. Tony Page on the return. Puts the ball on the ground, picked up by the Dolphins. Here comes Troy Stratford. And the other Troy does not care for that, but Joe Riddler needing a break, getting it, getting some breathing room. 1st and 10 for him with 1:57 remaining here of the 3rd quarter. From the bottom hash mark, Fulcher against the run 3 blockers in tow. Fulcher sheds 1 block, and the support is there. 2nd down and 6. There are 3 Troys at this tournament. I am one of them. And we have a Troy Stratford on the field. So there's actually 4 Troys involved with this. At least the event. Tundra Bowl 8 here. Trojan 1979. Calling this game between primetime and Joe Riddler In the background, you see there is Joey Gatz, the defending champion, scouting the competition, here to defend his title. Pass 2 is the call on the offset eye. And Stratford with the tap, and he's got him. And gets the first down to near the 50-yard line. First down and 10 for the Riddler. And the pass play is pass 4 at more Red Gun Z. We're going to have 3 guys open on this play, wide receiver 1, RB2, and the tight end, and he's got Duper. Duper taken down in bounds inside the 35, but a first down for the Riddler. Same play. He's had a lot of luck with this, as long as it's not being picked. This time it is picked. And deflected at the line, not a bad thing to have happen on a pick play, second down and 10. Single back. Fulcher against 2 blockers. Mark Logan loose, 15, 10, zigging, 5, touchdown to Riddler. And this game is about to be tied up. And we're about to enter the 4th quarter with a tie ball game. This is what the fans in the stream want. Close Tecmo. Quality play by both these players. Icky Woods. Bouncing off of defenders, taken down. Doesn't fumble. Did better than the last time he did a return. First down and 10 past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Pass 2 is the call. Apologize, that's not pass 2. That was pass 4. My eyes doth deceive me sometimes. I form to the run 4 with James Brooks. Cycling through is the Riddler. Settling on Oliver, now he's moving around back to Jarvis Williams. And run 3 is the call. Same formation as the last play. Gets knocked off. Here comes James Brooks, who's having a big day. 50, 45, zigzag, taken down to the 42-yard line. First down, prime time. This time for the top hash mark, single back formation. And the hot route, the play is picked underneath to James Brooks, Icky Woods at RB1. Right now, James Brooks is benefiting from the lead blocks of Iggy Woods, as he does have the I-form playbook. Offset eye. 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7 for Sison in prime time. Nice run 3, but he has helped Jarvis Williams in perfect position. 4th down and 3. The Dolphins are a team that you can sneak the DB4 in there and not have to deal with the repercussions. And now, big down and distance here. Abuse pass 2. Trying to go up to McGee, out of his reach, and it's a turnover on downs. Huge break for the Riddler. Last time he let that go, it was a first down conversion. So the Riddler now in the driver's seat. Driller, one of the absolutely most improved players in all of Tecmo Super Bowl in the last 18 months. Pass 4 has some options. Going down to Jensen, and Fulcher is there to knock it down. Great recovery. Unfortunately, Jensen just not that fast down there at the wide receiver 2 position. With Stojanovic, you do have some time to kick a field goal if you get, near that 50-yard line. So you got to be careful where you're throwing it. Run 3 is the call. Mark Logan, who had the touchdown previous, and only 3 yards, and I think he hoped for maybe 6 or more. Nice defense by Primetime back-to-back plays. Now pass 3. He does have a couple guys going to Edmonds, and incomplete. And now he has a difficult decision if he's going to go for it here on 4th down or kick it back to Primetime, who would get the ball with under a minute if he does get the ball back. So, and we are getting a crowd around this game 14-all in the 4th quarter, 1:13. Decision time for Riddler. If you don't convert here, you most absolutely give this game to Primetime short of a disaster or maybe a botched field goal, because the Dolphins are not going to get after it. Primetime feeling that big Tecmo energy. Yeah. There's some good stuff here. All right, so Riddler bringing the gunslinging mentality here, going forward to 4th and 7 and a pick play. Gets the auto diver to Stratford. Can he tap it out? No! Primetime holds down, and it's first down for him. Primetime, Riddler needing a miracle to keep him from getting a field goal. Run 4 is the call. Nice defense. Not a lot of love for going in on 4th down and 7. Run 1 is the call, and James Brooks unable to break free. Hoff chastising Primetime for not scoring on that play. We got a called, no, that's not a picked run 1, and a cavalcade of blockers for Primetime. Zigzagging, tap, inside the 5, 1st and goal, time taken away. And this is just a double tap field goal, folks. I think this might be it. Tap it in. And that'll do it. Primetime survives against the Riddler. And, wow, what a game, folks. It was a pleasure to call. I don't know what's up next. I'm going to step away momentarily and give some folks a chance to breathe a little bit, but it's been a pleasure to be on the mic. Maybe I'll get back here again. We'll see. Thank you, guys.
All right, the Hoff is back, and our next featured matchup is Justin Peters versus Flo. Justin Peters has won the toss. He is called Broncos Chargers, and Flo has chosen to be the Chargers. This is a very common matchup, two very similar teams. I would say that what the the Broncos have an advantage in Elway and his 25 MS. The Chargers have on their defense, and with Bird and O'Neal and whatnot. It's going to be interesting to see these two go at it. JP playing incredible at the 2v2 last night, and not as well in the Twist of Fate, but they're setting up their playbooks, and then once they are about to kick off, we will switch off the other game we are watching, which is Ludio versus Ninja. Ludio as player 1 and Ninja as player 2. No, it's we're behind. It's Nate and Woodshed. All right, guys, here we go. Off to JP versus Flo. JP is player 1 in the Broncos. Flo is player 2 in the Chargers. The very top-heavy group, probably the most top-heavy group there is. Basically, seemingly, whoever wins this game will be the group winner unless they get wildly upset by someone else in their group. And Flo has won the toss and is kicking off. They asked for the game volume to be turned up a little bit. We will turn that volume up for you, man. And back in B. Oh, and Elway air mails it. Had him wide open. Nice little scramble here by JP. Going back and B again. That time gets the JJ to Mark Jackson in between double coverage. Man, you don't necessarily see back and B much with the Broncos when Elway is at the helm. But JP showing that he doesn't really care about what you're supposed to do and does whatever he feels like. Nice job using the blockers there and almost gets in for a touchdown. First and goal from the 2. Oh, he had Vance Johnson open on the 9-yard stop route there in the middle of the field, but decided to try to scramble instead, and Flo gets a big stop. But scampers in easily with Humphrey's 63 MS there on the halfback die play, just kicking it outside. If you guys have any volume concerns or feedback on the voice volume or the game volume, feel free to post it in the chat and we will adjust accordingly. Let's see how Flo will answer that opening drive touchdown by JP. And Flo doing his best JP impression, going back and B, and misses the running back 2 dive from the crossfield. Oh, and BJ overthrows it, and easy interception for JP and the Broncos. We have our fearless leader, the Tundra Bowl, Tecmo Super Bowl National Championship organizer, Nate, on mic with us now.
How we doing, Hoff? Thanks for having me.
We gotta get him. We gotta get his mouth closer to the
All
mic
right.
so you all can hear him.
Hello. Thanks for having me, Hoff. This has definitely been a not very fortunate start for Flo here.
Absolutely not. And
Great run by JP there.
JP absolutely took it to him in the first drive, although getting some JJ luck there with a back and B with Elway into double coverage. But Flo really needs to try to hold him to 3 points here.
Hoff, very appreciative of your services here at Tundra Bowl. Could not do it without you.
Well, that's much appreciated, but everyone here knows I don't do anything, and it is all you.
No, that's not true.
Big third down here. Good job by Flo getting in JP's head, but guys are open. He's got options, but gets drone sacked by Gary Plummer. Wonder if JP is thinking about going for this, but that is the stop, seemingly stop, that Flo needed, and JP kicks the field goal. So Flo gets the stop that he needed. Well done, man. Gets in his head with some play calling. Doesn't block the kick, though. The kick is good. So now Flo in a 10-point hole. However, if Flo can somehow burn the whole second quarter, he will have the opportunity to double dip because he gets the second half kickoff.
I've got to say that we've got 15 states represented today. We're somewhere between 70 and 80. Don't have the official count just yet. Haven't got a chance to tally the sheep, but very grateful for everybody that's come out to support not only Tundra Bowl, the Tecmo Super Bowl National Championship, but also My Brother's Keeper, which is Harry Sidney's foundation that helps mentor young men in Northeast Wisconsin, as well as the Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. So I want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting those two great organizations.
Absolutely. We all do it for the fun. Ooh, and the nice little lurch dive there by Fletcher. We all obviously do this for the fun and the notoriety, but helping charity is the icing on the cake for everybody. Surprisingly, guys, too, we did a count of how many people here are the first-time participants, and because of what's going on this year, we don't have some of our regulars here, but I don't think we've ever had so many new people as we had this year.
No, we had probably about, I'd say, 20 to 25 new people, which is great to see, and East and West Coast represented, even down south as well, Florida and Texas. So just, again, very grateful to be here with everybody and hanging out, and we got things more spaced out this year than we ever have, and it's really provided some great flow to the tournament, I guess I would say.
Pun intended, since Flo is playing.
Indeed.
So Flo is trying to move the ball down the field. It is definitely a slow go for him. It's not flowing very well.
I get it.
He also had that dangerous pass into coverage that did not end up hurting him, but he really, really needs to get at least a field goal before the half here, or else he is going to have a big uphill climb in the second half.
Great run by Flo.
Butts doing what Butts does best in getting an open field and just getting chunk yardage. Also, a quick reminder for those of you watching, if you haven't heard me say it before, if you are not part of dangerous throw there by Flo, if you're not part of our online Tecmo community, we have over 1,000 people on our Discord server with a whole bunch of people who love Tecmo just as much as you do, and you can come join us. There's online leagues. We play each other on the computers. There's a lot of help on there. The community is great and helps people get started and whatnot. There's rookie leagues, so on and so forth. Check it out or post a comment, and I will give you the link to join our Discord server and join over 1,000 people who are playing the game that you love.
Absolutely, and the number of people that are playing online are very helpful too for those that are playing for the first time and trying to get set up. Just really grateful for all that you and War and a number of others do in the online community. So thank you for your continued running of those things.
Big drop there, and Flo's last play before this Butts run, trying to juke him out, and a big 4th and 4 here. Is he going? And he no hesitation. Flo is going for it, and this is huge. Crossfield throw to Butts. Can he juke him? Oh, he just runs straight and gets him. Butt gets out-tapped by JP. Flo, who used to come to Tundra Bowl and always talk so much smack about how fast he taps, getting out-tapped by JP there. In reference to War Machine, as Nate just said, in our online, we just finished the largest online tournament ever in Tecmo history. We had 100 participants who played in Thunderdome 13, and it just finished up, but that's one of the great tournaments you can play in that happens once a year, run by my partner in crime and online, War Machine. It's fantastic, and huge fumble, and that's not what the doctor ordered for Flo, and JP with a chance here to really put some distance between him and Flo. War Machine runs a great tournament, and if you join our online community on our Discord server, you can be part of it too. You got to think it's going to be Kubiak time, and yes, it is. If he throws ball now here and doesn't get it, he probably has a chance. He has 2 chances at this, depending if he put Humphrey in at wide receiver. Pick play, but have no fear. So now he's down to 1 shot, assuming it's not a pick play, unless he tries to get some yardage here. Oh, and a pick play again, and gets out of bounds. So this is going to be it, unless it's a pick. I mean, he's got to go for this, right? I mean, even a pick play, I think if he just throws it up, the time will run out. 4th and 6, though, I think he's thinking about punting it. I wouldn't punt this. I would absolutely just pick a shotgun, run backwards, throw it. You're going to run all the time off and just see what happens.
I would agree with you.
Wow, and JP playing it safe. I wonder if he's going to regret that in the end. I do not agree with that move at all. I just do not see a universe, even with a pick play, if you picked one of the shotguns, that you would not get, with Kubiak in there and his 44 passing speed, that you wouldn't run 14 seconds off the clock. I just don't see it happening.
Especially with Flo being out-tapped by Peters at this point, it could be a one-on-one situation. But Hop, I'm going to go back to the tournament here. Just want to thank everybody who continues to watch online. I'll hop on here and there, but just thank you, everybody, for your support, not only that are here in person, but that are watching online. We got a great Tundra Bowl team behind us, and that's the reason that we run the tournament as well as we do. So I want to thank all of those that are supporting us here as well, because without them, we certainly couldn't put on the tournament that we do. So thanks a lot, Hoff, and we'll catch you in a bit.
And for those of you who don't know, that was Nate, the fearless leader of Tundra Bowl, the Tecmo Super Bowl National Championship, who is now going to continue his group play. For those of you in the Twitch chat, I agree. I don't think you can call a non-shotgun play, but I think a shotgun play, if you run straight backwards and throw it to one of the fly routes, I think 14 seconds will absolutely run off the clock. That was Sammy Smith there in the background. If you heard him, he's upset because he was beating me 16-0 in our group play. Ended up losing 21-16 as I scored 21 unanswered in the second half. As player 2. Did you win? You want to go downstairs and look for that guy? Ready, down, hunt, 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 hunt. All right, so we got butts in open space here. So Flo, because JP didn't score there, really only needs a field goal here to stay in this game, although obviously a touchdown is always better. And butts out in the open field again, just gashing this Denver defense. And nice job by Flo getting out of bounds there. For those of you watching, the guy sitting in the middle between Flo and JP is the greatest of all time, Joey Gatz. Oh, and the JJ block might have saved an interception there. JP was all over that decision-making and was in position to potentially intercept that ball. And this is going to be interesting here. 3rd and 13. Tolliver in the game, not really known for chunk play like this. Is he going to run the ball? Not running the ball. Everyone's covered. Tries to do a burn route, and it's covered nicely. He's going to hold Flo to a field goal. Flo has to take the points here. He just has to take the points. And Flo is going for it. Don't agree with this call, but guys are open. Oh, he ran past the line of scrimmage, and he had wide receiver 2 wide open, and he had wide receiver 1 wide open, who only need to skip it for 3 yards. Doesn't hit either. Colossal mistake running past the line of scrimmage, and This game was unraveling quickly for Flo. Wow. Shades of Nas there in the Thunderdome Championship against DPS. And JP easily gets 30 yards there, and just, you got to think, a touchdown here, and this game is put away. It's all about point differential and seeding at that point. All right, so JP mercilessly just marching down the field here, making all the right decisions. Oh, what a move on that running play. Wow. JP taking Flo to school at this game. Some of the best Tecmo I've seen JP play. And to be honest, JP's skill has never been in question. It's just his focus. He has implosion games every year at this tournament and somehow doesn't, get as far as everyone would think he is, because he is an incredible player. Doesn't matter. Don't want to get embarrassed. Sorry about that, guys. We're talking shop here at the in the production area about what game's going to be next on the stream. We're a little behind schedule, so we're not sure which one we're going to push up. And the pickle is in Mark Vlasic, and Flo is going to need a miracle in this game to try to pull this one off. And does not get the back of end zone CC. Threw that a little bit late. And Flo gets some yardage there, but he's quickly running out of time here to have any chance at winning this game. You got to think it's now gotten to the point where he's trying to mitigate the point differential for seeding. And Vlasic, the pickle, just not getting any JJ love here, just throwing it too accurately into coverage. Pick play, and does not get it off, and now this is a very, very long 3rd and 21. Gets it to Bus to try to make it more manageable, but it's not. 4th and 15. Flo has to go for it. And this game unraveled pretty quickly for Flo. And, man, JJ block at the line, and it's not looking good for Flo. JP with a chance now to pad his lead and grab a better seed with a better point differential. Just a reminder for those of you who don't know or did not hear me earlier because you weren't watching, the max differential you can have in any game is 28 points. After that, any point after that does not count towards your overall differential for bracket seeding. So JP trying to find the end zone, has a wide open running back too, and gets him in the back of the end zone with Elway's passing speed getting it to him. All Flo can do here is try to make it respectable and reduce the point differential for him for the seeding. right, guys, I got to step away here to go over to do a group game here, but appreciate you watching and have fun watching the rest of this matchup between JP and Flo. All right, Hoff is back. Our next game on the stream is Woodshed versus our fearless leader, Retro Nate. Woodshed won the toss. He has called He is called Cowboys versus the Jets. Nate has chosen the Jets, so Woodshed will be the Cowboys. We're adjusting the helmets right now. Okay. Also, Woodshed is 2-0 in this group, and Nate is 3-0, so this is a huge 1-seed versus 2-seed matchup, and Woodshed won the toss and kicked off, and his drone stopped Nate inside the 5-yard line. So Nate has a long climb here to try to score some points. And making a really poor decision there, but getting a CC to more on Hendricks. Wow, did Nate get lucky on that one? With everybody open through to the one covered guy, gets a CC to more, and then out taps Woodshed. Cowboys-Jets was the most called matchup in Thunderdome 13 this year. Our yearly online tournament run by War Machine. We had 100 participants this year, an online tournament record. So everyone who participated in Thunderdome or watched those streams is very used to this stream, or very used to this matchup. Oh, and Nate trying to get some quick passes in, and both ways not working. So 3rd and 10 here, and you got to think with that promising start and that lucky CC to Moore and a drop there. I think he overthrew that ball. 3 straight Ken O'Brien mishaps, and Nate, after that great blazing start to this drive, being held to a field goal. As everyone says, the Tecmo gods giveth, and the Tecmo gods taketh. Not much of a return there for Woodshed. Let's see how we can answer Nate's field goal here. Nothing doing on that first play. And you got to think that Woodshed is going to pound this rock a lot. We in the online community make fun of Troy Aikman all the time in this game, call him LVP, and nice aerial trick there by Woodshed. And the auto dive by Nate, and just like that, Woodshed with a huge gain there, putting himself in prime position here to answer that field goal with a touchdown. Woodshed had the tight end wide open there on the 10-yard little out pattern, but decided to scramble for 7 instead. Everyone open again, gets it off to Swiss Army Knife Alonzo Highsmith, and Nate loses speed, and Woodshed easily scampers into the end. All right, so lots of time left here in the first half. Let's see how Nate can respond to that touchdown drive by Woodshed. Group play is winding down here, and just a reminder, once group play is done, there will be a break in action as we see the brackets. There are 10 groups of 5. So I believe there might be one group of 6. So of the 50 to 51 players, 32 of them make the bracket. The first round is single elimination, and then after that is double elim. And Ken O'Brien really just pooping the bed there. The seeding in the bracket is done by group winners, and then it's point differential. But basically, it's your record, point differential, and that's your tiebreaker. And then if people have the same point differential with the same record, there's a coin flip. Chaz in the Twitch chat asks, is every game played with an NES cartridge? Yes, we have all old school TVs here with all regular NES systems. Good hold there by Woodshed, and Woodshed now in prime position to put some distance here in this game. And Woodshed off to the races with Emmett Smith and just easily moving the ball down the field. We have some commotion here in the background as we have a player who is very unhappy with something that happened in his game, turning chairs over. Big play there by Nate, and he's going to need more of those if he wants to stop this offense. I'm not going to name names on who is flipping the chairs, but you guys are, those of you guessing in the Twitch chat are all wrong. But if you want to keep guessing, I'll tell you if you guess right. Big 3rd and 1 here, and you got to think if he doesn't get any yards, he'll take the points, but regardless, he gets the first down, and time for Nate to start calling some timeouts, which he did, to give him an opportunity to get maybe Tony Eason in there to back and be there for a potential double dip. And touchdown, Cowboys. Woodshed having his way in this game. Just a reminder, Nate is the number 1 seed in his group. He is 3-0. Woodshed is the number 2 seed in the group, and he is 2-0. I'm sorry, you're right. There is no double dip by Retronade. I apologize. So Retronade desperately needs to score here, or else he is really in trouble as player 2. Correct, Darth Rockman asking in the Twitch chat, Nate was the last number 1 seed. The 10th seed, number 1 seed. And once again, O'Brien throwing it out of bounds. What a surprise if he's going to back and be it that Nate is not putting in Tony Eason instead. But to each his own. Trying to back and beat a tune again. A CC on Hendricks again. That time it makes more sense because it's to L Toon, who's 69 receptions. And Nate's going to wait there to make sure that Woodshed does not have a chance to bomb it before the end of the half. He'll have to return the kick, which is highly unlikely with the Cowboys and their very slow right tackle. For those who don't know, the right tackle determines the kick return speed. And just like that, Nate has crawled back into this game, seemingly. For those asking in the Twitch chat about a challenge link, we do not have a challenge link for group play. I believe we'll have one for the bracket, though, for you guys to follow along. But for group play, it is all done on pen and paper because, you know, it's not 2021 at Tundra Bowl. So Nate desperately needs to at least at most hold him to a field goal here. At best, get a stop, obviously, or a turnover to stay in this game. But you got to think if Woodshed scores a touchdown here, it's going to be pretty tough because Nate has really not shown any ability to stop Woodshed's offense as of yet. And Nate seemingly sung out on run, everyone open, but Woodshed content just scrambling for the first down, just taking the easy road to the guaranteed move of the chains. Guess it's Swiss Army knife, Alonzo Highsmith, and once again, Woodshed moving down the field with ease against this Jets defense. All right, so 3rd and 6, big play here. Oh, and pick the play, and that's just what the doctor ordered. But so Woodshed's in no man's land here. It's too far to kick a field goal with Ken Willis, who's only 44 or 50 kicking ability. So it's probably a go zone because you don't really punt from midfield at this point anyway. So it's the surrender index, if you guys follow that from the NFL, would probably say punting here would be one of the highest ones. So you just got to go for it and hope for the best. And if nothing else, he's held back and be it. Getting it over to Novacek, and JJ blocks. Probably should have gone crossfield on that. When you know he's covered, better to go up top and try to like throw it on the angle there. Maybe get a diver. So that's just what Nate needed to crawl back in this game. Nate with a chance, surprisingly and not unexpectedly, to actually take the lead in this game after seemingly being thoroughly outplayed in the first half. And once again, Nate making questionable decisions. He's got more than enough people open. He's got wide open space to scramble with Ken O'Brien, but still just continues to throw into coverage. And gets the JJ to Rob Moore, and just like that, Nate takes the lead. Woodshed now with some work to do after this game has been flipped on its head, not in his favor. And Nate all over Woodshed's play calling now. And Woodshed's got some work to do here to try to move the ball down the field. Once again, Nate picks his play, and it's JJ blocking the line. It's not that group. That's my group. It goes back to Joe Pasta. Ready, down, Oh, and just like that, somehow Woodshed sneaks it in there and gets a first down at the end of the third quarter. Ooh, we got someone in excellent. I think, was that Smith or Highsmith? One of those two guys was an excellent. I couldn't tell which one. It just went so quickly. Woodshed checks his conditions almost as quick as Regulator. Odell, on the Twitch chat, we have Joe Pasta here. He's going to tell you personally. Joe, how did you do in your group play? Eric Odell is asking.
Well, we have a very tough group. We have 4 even players and Gatz. Gatz is running the table, and we're all 2-2. So we all like beat the shit out of each other. I lost by a score to Gatz. It was a back and forth. But, I'm probably not going to make the bracket. It is what it is.
And there you have it, Odell, straight from Joe. Straight from Joe Pasta's mouth, telling you how his group went. And in the meantime, as that was happening, you got Woodshed moving the ball down the field against Nate. Big 3rd and 7 here. If he doesn't convert, you got to think he's going to take the points to try to tie it up. And scrambles, and big decision here for Woodshed at 4th and 2. No hesitation, going for it right away. Want to hear you on the stream, man. Big play here. And gets stopped by the drone, and Nate in position to pull this game off after getting thoroughly outplayed in the first half. All he has to do is run 2.5 minutes off the clock, and this win, and seemingly the group win, is his, as he is 3-0, and this is his last game. What Joe Pasta basically said is it was Gatz and a bunch of 4 other evenly matched guys. Gatz ran the table. Everyone else is 2-2. And Joe Pasta played Gatz tough and only lost by a score on a back and B game. And that time, Nate does not go out of bounds, and he fumbles. And I was just going to say, why aren't you going out of bounds? And he didn't. At least he didn't throw it into coverage, but he didn't go out of bounds. Cardinal sin, and now at least Woodshed with a chance to tie this game on a field goal, if not win it with a touchdown. What a turn of events after getting the defensive stop he needed. No, I just thought he just came on the mic. And Woodshed playing very, very, very careful here, not wanting to throw it into coverage or potentially get intercepted. I think he might be content sending this game to overtime, but gets the block there. Wow. And Nate will have one shot at a final play back in B after seemingly had this game won, but Ken O'Brien, after missed throw after missed throw, getting a couple CCs, fumbling the ball. Nate appropriately saying, whoops. And there's just not enough space here. Nate's got to do some serious running around if he wants to get this. This looks like this is a foregone conclusion unless some weird stuff happens here. Nate with a chance to run the table in his group, and unfortunately didn't go out of bounds and might have given this one away after getting thoroughly outplayed in the first half, coming back in the second half. He's just not going to have enough time here. The drones are there too quick. Throwing it to Hector. I don't think it's going to make the end zone. And overthrow, and that's it. Woodshed upsets the number one seed in his group, Retro Nate. And Woodshed now with the opportunity to run the table in his group as number one seed Retro Nate gives the game away by fumbling instead of going out of bounds. Next up, you're going to have yours truly versus Lou, Red Set Hut, on the main stream. Hopefully, I don't embarrass myself.
Ready, down, hut, 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 hut. Touchdown.
All right, everyone, we're going to be back in a moment.